Hi, friend, and welcome to another episode of the Quantum Paradigm Podcast. I'm just so honored to be here with you guys. Like the last several weeks, I have been getting more feedback on this podcast than I have ever. So I wanted to thank you again. I know I said this last week, but it just keeps coming through. I go to the same coffee shop every single morning. It's part of my ritual. I have a beautiful community that I reconnect with. That coffee shop was a really pivotal part of my journey after I went through a very messy divorce, and I needed a soft place to land. And I knew that I was going to be going into my own business full time, and I needed a transition place where I didn't have to think. I had been an entrepreneur, a single mom, a homeschooling mom. I had been all these things and had so much responsibility for 20 years that when I decided to get a divorce, I needed to be able to go and have a paycheck and not think about, just leave work at the door and go in and socialize and come out and have a life. And that is exactly what that place gave to me, in addition to so much more. And so that's where I go every morning for my my espresso, and it's such a joy. And like the past week, every single morning I go in there, someone is sitting down with me and sharing how I have impacted their life. And I'm getting extremely emotional thinking about this, because when I look back at that time in my life and what was happening for me and how desperate and alone I was, to have these beautiful humans come up to me and say, I've been watching your transformation, and it has, someone said, it's inspired me to take a new move with my corporate job and to get the raise. I had another person say that it saved their life when they were in a really, really dark place, that literally the conversations that they had with me gave them the hope to keep going when it was dark. So I just want to give gratitude back and honor the energy that has been coming through lately, where you've been telling me how much value this is giving to you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. And if you feel that this information is helpful to you, it would help other people if you left a review on this podcast, because that will train the algorithm to push this out to more people. It is growing. And so my team and I are really grateful. But if we want this to reach more people and provide hope and inspiration and just the knowledge that we are the creator of our realities and we can manifest anything, especially for anyone who's going through it right now and just needs a little bit of oomph, a little pep in their step when it's, when it's going rough. So anyway, thank you. I just wanted to open up the episode and give gratitude for that, and to ask you for the review that will help this podcast continue to grow and make an impact. So now that we've got that out of the way, today we are talking about what it means to manifest in the void. At the time of this recording, it is a week during a lunar eclipse in the Pisces area of the sky. And boy, oh boy, have we been feeling this. Pretty much everybody that I know is going through something big, okay? This is big energy. And it's actually that I want to talk specifically about manifesting around an eclipse, because the energy is totally different, and you do not want to manifest the way that you normally do around this time, okay? Because eclipses bring a void, especially between the lunar eclipse and 2 weeks later of a solar eclipse. There's this 2-week period that is very, very tender, very raw. It is a void, and it's like a big pause button, okay? It's like the universe is hitting this big pause, and we are being called to pause and reflect and go very, very, very deeply within. So I invite you right now to, I do not want you on your vision boards, manifesting, casting, planting seeds. No. The ancient wisdom around this type of moon cycle and this lunar and solar eclipse cycle, the ancient wisdom says, rest. Take a break from your planting. Take a break from your intention setting. You must stop, pause, and reflect. Go really deep, and don't even reflect too much. This is a deep invitation for a radical practice of presence. Be in the present moment as much as you possibly can be. And there will be huge things and areas of your life that are coming up for review. And this is the time to do that. Okay. Now, if you know your human design and more about your human design chart, then this is a perfect time to bring that to bear and know what will serve you. As an example, I am a 5/1 manifesting generator. I'm always studying and researching something, but right now I'm not. I'm taking a break from that. Right now, my practice looks like getting really deeply in my body. I've been dancing a lot. I'm getting massages. I'm walking my neighborhood a lot. I'm taking a lot of salt baths. It's not just about self-care. Yeah, self-care is important. No, this is deep magic, folks. This is deep magic I am sharing with you, because these codes are coming through hot, heavy, and strong and big. And I know that if I want to embody this and hold the quantum leap that I've just achieved, and I'm actually still in the middle of, I'm in the middle of a massive quantum leap inside of my business, where I scaled from $8,000 consistent months to 50,000 months overnight, and I am actively scaling to $100,000 months. It's like a metaphor of being a pilot in a jet plane who is breaking the sound barrier, for the first time. They've never done it before. It's been done before, but they've never done it before. And the plane is shaking and rattling and rolling. And the pilot's like, okay, I'm strapped in and this is how it's going to go. Either this is going to work and it's going to be freaking amazing, or it's going to be a catastrophic failure. So I already know how it's working out. I already do. But even then, so in the void, I'm not thinking too hard about all this shit. And neither should you. Whatever your goal is right now, if you're listening to this around the eclipse that we're currently under, or if you find this episode in the future around an eclipse season, same energy, just chill. Just take a beat, take a minute, give gratitude for how far you have come, and rest in that still point, okay? Some of you guys know that I have a background in craniosacral therapy. And in craniosacral therapy, what we learned through the Upledger Institute and through Dr. John Upledger, who was one of my mentors, is that the nervous system, the soul, the body, it has this thing where it's called stillpoint, where literally the cerebral spinal fluid that works with this hydraulic pump in the system, it literally will stop once it is rested enough. And when the therapist, when we would have our hands and our intentions and our energy in the proper alignment with the person that we had the honor of working with, their body, their hydraulic pump, their system, their cerebral spinal fluid would stop flowing. Sometimes for 2 seconds, sometimes for up to 10 minutes. This happened to me multiple times when I would be on the table, because I had a lot of really hardcore PTSD in my body that I was healing from heavy trauma early on in childhood. And my body would stop. My breathing would stop. My heart rate would slow way down. And it was like a hibernation energy. And my personal still points would last for a very, very long time. But it's like setting this huge reset button, pushing this huge reset button. So you just pause, okay? What this can look like in business, if you're a business owner, what this can look like if you are a medical professional, a new paradigm medical professional, a healer. Really take it easy. These 2 weeks, don't try to accomplish a whole lot in business. But here's where the manifestation during the void, this is where this comes in. But hold the vision. Hold the vision. I don't need you to be journaling a whole lot during this time. I don't need you getting your vision boards out. I don't need you doing your guided meditations every single night. Maybe meditations every night. That might not be a bad thing, but your thoughts, your internal dialogue, what you are saying to yourself internally, what you are saying externally, you hold that vision. You hold it. If you are the pilot that is in the jet plane that is wanting to break that Mach speed sound barrier, you need to be focused. You can be still and you can be focused at the same damn time. This is what it takes to be a master of your energetics. This is what it takes to be a master manifester who can wave a magic wand and command a private jet to just drop out of the sky in 12 days like I did back in June. Was that June or July? July. Or go from, 10x your income, or maybe it's 8x, 10x, because I'm still, anyway, I'm not going to get too far into it because I'm not going to talk about my manifestations too much today. The things that you think are impossible, that's not true. That's not true. Everything, anything is possible. We literally live in a multiverse where every single timeline has an equal opportunity. It's an equal opportunity playing field. The only deciding factor, my friend, is you. Let me repeat. We live in a multiverse where every timeline has an equal opportunity, and the only deciding factor is you. You create. You are the creator. You are creating your reality. I get a lot of flack from a lot of religious people, and I understand why. It's a hard pill to swallow. It is. Believe me, I know. I drank that Kool-Aid all the way down many, many years ago with religion, and I get it. I get that it's a hard pill to swallow to wake up and say, oh my God, I'm actually in control. But once that pill is swallowed, so to speak, once that truth is known, once that radical responsibility is taken, then I swear to you, my friend, it does not matter what is happening in your external circumstance, because you know that you hold the power. You hold the power to freak out when things get scary and you're scaling and growing at that level where you're like, oh my God, is this going to work? You can freak out, or you can be calm as a cucumber. You can be as chill as if you are on the beach in Bermuda and it's just another day of waves and sunshine, and you know that your ships are coming in. Okay? You decide. Your words decide. Go back and listen to last week if you need to about words being power. Okay? This is what it means to be a conscious creator, a master manifester. Okay? I'm going to share a little example of something that my client just did recently. I'm so proud. My clients hire me because they have big dreams and visions. I work mostly with new paradigm medical professionals. Not everybody, not all of my clients are medical professionals, but most of them are. And, but what all of them have in common is that they have these giant ass dreams that are seemingly so impossible, where they've already taken their imagination to the edges that they possibly can. And they're like, can I do this? And then we start co-creating and working together in the quantum field to manifest their reality and their dreams. And their dreams start coming true faster than they could possibly fucking imagine. So one of my one-on-one clients had a presentation that was coming up in front of medical professionals who were more qualified, not qualified, that's stupid, not more qualified, more credentialed than she was. So there's a little bit of intimidation with public speaking and whatnot, you know. Also, she's going through a rough time personally, okay? So what she needed was a moon ritual with a divine feminine. So that is what she got. We met by the river with the full moon, and we did some magic. And the very next day, she did her presentation. You know, her public speaking skills could have been improved upon. These are things that we work on, right? Like I'm an incredible public speaker. If you haven't heard me live, you will on the stage. But But what we really work with is energetics and human design, okay, and intention. So with all of that combined, regardless of the public speaking skills, which could have been sharpened a little bit more, and yes, we will be sharpening those. She texted me that evening is like, yeah, so-and-so just hired me directly. And I'm not going to say the name, the so-and-so name, because it's a world famous name and you would know it, you would recognize it. So she's been hired by a celebrity overnight from after having that ritual, right? Like this is why I tell you guys that you can have all the strategy in the world. You can be the best public speaker in the world. If your energy is not in alignment according to your human design flow, you will bump into resistance, period. The end of story. That's it. That's it. However, if your energy is in flow with your human design and maybe your skill set, your strategies are an 80%, 85%, they're okay. They're maybe not, stellar. Guess what? You get hired by celebrities. You increase your revenue by 450% in less than 30 days. You 10x your revenue overnight. That is what happens when your energy is in flow according to your human design. Do you see what I'm saying? Are you hearing this? Like, these are real results, right? It's amazing. I should probably just do a whole podcast episode on recent client results, because they used to blow my mind. They don't blow my mind anymore. It's just the norm. It's just the norm that the wildest possible dreams are just coming true over and over and over and over again. Now, a sub point on that, because when things start coming true, the work doesn't end. The work doesn't end. That's another reason that my clients hire me, is because, yes, they know that they hope that and think that their dreams can come true if they get it right, if they do it right. Well, then they do it right, then they come true. Then they need to hold the frequency and embody it to really be that person who continues to quantum leap, but they don't feel like quantum leaps anymore. It's just another day at the office. It's just another day, right? It's just another day when 100K month just comes in again and again and again and again and again and again. $1 million month again and again and again and again. Like, when the impact is made, and I'm not going to say the specific diseases because I don't want to be shadow banned, but like when specific incurable diseases are just cured, and you become the go-to person in your field. Because you have this medicine that that you practice, that you do, and you do very well, right? So to be that person and to embody those codes, it takes a high level of awareness, and it takes a team. It can be a small team. Everything I've done so far, I've done with a very, very, very small and intentional team. Right? And a coach is part of that. It is part of that recipe. I mean, you can grow without a coach. You really can. And I'm totally, completely convinced it won't be as clean, as clear, as precise, or as fast. I can pretty much guarantee that. So what else do I want to say? I'm totally just transmitting as things come through. Really, I'm honored to do this work. It is an eclipse season right now. The energy is big. It can feel very, very, very heavy. If you're going through something and you just want to chat in the DMs, like, I'm flowing from a state of overflow, and I'm happy to chat with you in the DM. So if you now, to do that, you do have to know yourself. You have to know yourself well. I will not be leaned on energetically. I will not give, hours and hours and hours of free advice or coaching. However, if you are a self-aware human being and you are going through something at this moment in time, and you would like a clean and clear perspective or just a little bit of space to be held, go ahead and DM me on Instagram at Alchemy with Allison. That's ALLISON. And on that note, if you have been considering one-on-one mentorship and you know that you are ready to not only quantum leap, but to continue quantum leaping as a matter of course, without blowing out your nervous system, without having your jet plane break down on you, so to speak, but to have it continue to go faster and faster, not overtax it, but to have it be this smooth, precise flow that just happens, right? That is where high level coaching and mentorship comes in. And along those lines, if this sounds like it is something that you are curious about, I have a couple of spots open, not only for one-on-one coaching, but for a 1-week free VIP experience of what it feels like and looks like to sit in my one-on-one container. To grab one of these spots, you do have to schedule an insight call with me so that I can sit in your energy, we can get to know one another and feel into your goals for your next iteration of business, where you are in your scaling process, where you are in bringing your gifts to the world and how you want to be supported and how you want to support your people. So this specifically will align with the new paradigm medical professional, people who are healers, who are thinking way outside the box and have incredibly huge dreams that they're maybe not sure, but they think they are, and they trust their intuition enough to know that hopefully it's true, that it can happen. This is for you. This is for you. If you want to be hired by celebrities, apparently that is something that just happens in my container, like multiple times. I've just mentioned the most recent. So if this aligns with you, there will be a link in the show notes for an insight call. To qualify for the insight call, you do have to be a candidate for one-on-one mentorship. So if it aligns, you do, need to be able to take that move and be willing to take that move. It's not obligatory though. You can take this 1 week free VIP experience because we will frequency match or not. And I will be straight up with you if it's not a match. That's okay. I will make other recommendations. However, if it is a match to move forward with the insight call, then you will receive 1 week of the highest level space holding coaching that you'll ever have. And you'll have a quantum magician literally working energy work in the background, even when we're not talking or speaking in Voxer or WhatsApp, depending on where you are in the world. So that 1 week also entails one free call of coaching, where I have my eyes on your business, not just on your business though. I have my soul eyes on your soul mission and the desire of your heart and where you really want to go. And I will get you there faster. You will blow your mind. You will blow your own damn mind in just 1 week. So to grab one of these spots, go ahead and sign up for an insight call. Let's chat. Let's see how this feels. If you are not a candidate for one-on-one mentorship, you know that you're just not in the space for that. You're not ready for that amount of growth at the moment. I definitely highly recommend getting a human design reading. I do have some space in my calendar for these. So there will be a link also in the show notes for a human design reading. You will be shown how your energy wants to and needs to flow. And I will ask you before the reading to bring one specific intention. Are you wanting a little bit of help and guidance around relationships? Are you wanting a little bit of help and guidance around your business? Are you wanting a little bit of help and guidance around money in general? Bring your intention and we will get very specific with that intention in light of your human design chart. And you will see layers of yourself you've never seen before. It's really beautiful. These readings, just one reading alone, has the potential to change your life. At least that is the feedback I consistently get from everyone who signs up for these readings. So grab that link. It will be in the show notes. Thank you so much again for the review on the podcast. I do have to run to another call. I love you. I just, as we sit with this eclipse energy, just be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Give yourself grace and you know what to do. So just do it. Just do it and trust. Okay. I love you. I will see you next week. Namaste.